How do we feel about what Drew Brees said in regards to his comments? That basically he literally left it all on the field. He literally can't use his arm like that anymore, like that. Like, Claude, you had some, we were talking about this a little bit. So, I'll let you get it all first. Go ahead.
I mean, you saw it. You know what I mean? Towards the latter part of his career, like the end, it wasn't there. I'm sure that's all frustration too. You know what I'm saying? A guy like that is super competitive on a high level and used to playing on a high level. But had he had his way, like I don't know, for me it was drastic for him. Like Brady still had a little bit more gracefully. Brady could have played like one more before it shut down, depending on where he was situational wise. But Breeze was like, damn, Michael Thomas doesn't. You know what I mean? Michael Thomas is bad. Like, and that was your go-to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a next couple games. But, it's like the fact that he said his arm, his shoulder, and all that, like, even his hand. Like, when I felt that when Burrow. Like, when Burrow tried to throw that football when he was in that Thursday night game and just, like, couldn't even do it. That's a feeling that you just don't want to feel, bro. And it comes with the time.
Drew Brees literally said that he can't throw with his right arm anymore. When he throws in the backyard with his kids, he uses his left because it's been that much damage, and obviously this has stemmed from the bad shoulder injury that he had back in 2001. So to think that the guy played 20 years with a banged up shoulder and set NFL records doing so just goes to show you the level of grit and toughness and just like fight that certain players had. Drew Brees is an old school guy, right? Like, I don't want to throw shade at anybody that may be playing now that's coming up in the game, but can we really see a Pat Mahomes going through that?
Players back then were more passionate.
I don't even know if
I
the
think
passion.
so.
I
think 100% believe that.
I think it's more of just they were just more tough. I wouldn't say passion because passion can be able to be, you can be able to put that out there in different ways, right? Like you're a passionate guy in regards to certain things that you like, right? But your passion and my passion are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more animated than you are, right? That doesn't mean that you're not passionate. You're passionate in what you do. But somebody that might look at it like me will be like, oh, I don't think he's that passionate. Bullshit. They don't know your type of drive, right? So I don't think that it's a passion thing. I think it's more of just a generational gap in regards to how we did things. Like when guys were hurt, guys still got up and went to work, right? Like dudes didn't complain about certain knick-knack injuries because that just came with being a man, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound macho, but that's kind of like the badge of honor that you had. Like if you're banged up and you come to play, that's like, yo, nobody's giving you a cracker for that. You're not hearing any announcers saying, and he's playing hurt. Everybody's hurt.
Let me ask you, do you think the money has anything to do with it?
I think the money has a big thing to do with it because the more money is being invested into these players is the more that they're assets. Like they have to protect the asset. The players are actually thinking about that as well. I am not going to risk further injury because of such and such. Like I could be able to probably come back in 3 weeks to help my team win. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until 7 weeks because I need to make sure that I'm fully healthy because one, my money relies on it. My sponsorships rely on it. My agent's telling me this. Wasn't like that when Drew Brees was coming up, right? Guys were making money, but they're not making the astronomical money that they're making now.
Right.
So, of course, I 100% agree with what you just said. Money plays a huge part in it because the more money you make is the more you become an asset or a liability to these companies. Like, they're like, oh, no, can't do certain things. No.
So, like, there you go. Look at the quarterback. Like, we
Yeah,
spoke on the quarterback situation.
Money went up, protection went up.
There you go.
So,
but I will say though, and I'm about to say that he is America's tough man right now, but I've seen Pat Mahomes
Yeah, high ankle sprain. Go out there and
went out there hobble.
Yep.
And then maybe he was a good actor, but he sold it. He went out there and did what he had to do, and the coach said, "Hey, I want you to sit down." And he said, "No, coach, I'm going out there." And
that's exactly
his
what
high,
he says. Yep.
high pitch voice.
Oh, I'm going.
No, coach, like I'm going out there like that.
Yeah.
And he went out there and he won the fucking game.
So I mean, listen, maybe Pat Mahomes was a bad example, but I'm just talking about just this new generation of athletes. Yeah, it's just about like I just don't. I don't think it's anybody's fault. I just think that just the way
it's more involved. It's
the way sports are right now. It's just
more political.
There's more red tape in sports now at a younger age than there ever has been. Right? Like you're literally like approached with kid gloves through high school, through college. They're making sure that everything is right. Like, oh, even players in college right now, right? Guys with their draft stocks. Oh, we don't want you playing in the bowl. You're gonna sit the bowl game out.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about? I played this whole season. I can't play in a bowl game. No, we gotta protect your draft stock.
Even the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, Pro Bowls. There is no Pro Bowl.
It's rubbish.
This shit's been rubbish since day one. But yeah, it's just more of just I think it's just more of a generational thing. It's just it was a badge of honor to be out there to just play. Like, look at Eli Manning. Eli Manning never missed a start. Was banged up. Peyton Manning, the same thing. He was until he was physically unable to do it. That's when he missed games, right? You hear these Iron Man streaks that guys go on. It's how they grew up. It's how they know how to be. I gotta be here, play every game. I don't care if I'm banged up. I don't care if I'm hurt. I'm not hurt to the point that I can't perform. It's not celebrated as much anymore.
And that shows your team that,
Yeah, that I'm coming to work.
Yeah, I'm the captain. I'm the leader of this team.
I'm coming to work.
If I'm showing up, y'all show up.
It's kind of like being at your job, right? Like some people will call out for a little head cold, right? Oh, I got sniffle. I can't come to work today, right? While some people never call out and they're sick, they got problems going on, but they're showing up to work every day. They're never late.
You gotta lead by example.
They lead by example because that's what you grew up on. Is that I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna show you that it doesn't matter what's going on in my life personally. I'm gonna be here because this is my job and this is what I tend to do. So that mentality is not passed down to everybody. I think just generation. Oh, I can see that there's a lot of people in this generation that have that ability to want to do that. They're not being told to do that because it's not necessary. Hey, you need to rest. You need to make sure that you're healthy and fully healthy before you come back. They may want to do it. They're being told otherwise. So we'll never see a Drew Brees again like that, to be able to be out there. And we probably didn't even really know how much pain Drew Brees was in. Never said anything. Never talked about it.
I toughed it out.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably going home every night, icing that shoulder. Probably had some therapy on it for hours at a time, like just to be able to function the next day. We don't know what 35 to 40 looked like for him. You know what I'm saying? But he was out there every year as much as he could be, because he did get hurt in the latter years like that, right? But he was an Iron Man. He was a guy that came to work with his lunch pail every day and did his job. So, respect to Drew Brees.